of more things than I can even list off at this point. But if you're looking at the development of a human from embryo, I know I'm getting seemingly a little off track, but I don't think so. Like the development of consciousness, which we kind of need to define, but let's just think of it as having an identity, a me, an I, that is separate from the outside. And maybe you're aware that you're aware, right? Which might distinguish humans from other species in some way. Okay. Well, when does that happen? Right? Is there just a point in the process where it's like Frankenstein galvanizing? It's like lights on and suddenly, or does it actually exist at a cellular or subcellular level, and it just scales up to what we experience, kind of like a beehive? I tend to lean towards the latter, right? And I think Michael Levin would lean towards the latter. Like very good scientists. These aren't people running around at Esalen with tinfoil hats on. I love Esalen, by the way. No smack to Esalen. I've been there before. But it's like these are people who have some of the most analytical, critically minded brains in the scientific field.
Mm-hmm.
And these are open questions. So, what do you think happens when you die?
Well, I mean, I'm a Christian, so I think you die and you either go up or down.
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, when I did psychedelics, I mean, I don't know if I would say I was an atheist. I wasn't an atheist.
Yeah.
I believed in something. I just wasn't sure. Actually, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain. I didn't think about it.
Yeah.
You know, and I didn't think about it until I did Ibogaine.
Yeah.
And 5-MeO DMT.
Climb the Mount Everest of psychedelics.
Yeah. And then
I want to go skiing. Okay, I'll do it with that oxygen down Everest. Let's go.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then we did the 5-MeO after that, which is a death experience. And it made me realize, oh, there's definitely something after all of this.
Yeah.
And so that's where I landed.
Yeah. So I would say I was for a period of time like for lack of a better descriptor, like a militant atheist. One of my friends, I was not raised religious. The school I went to, the private school, was Episcopal, so nominally Christian, had chapel every morning outside of 1 or 2 days, but that was really for like roll call and announcements.
Mm-hmm.
And you could go to religious service, and I would occasionally actually go to religious service. But a friend of mine, a few years out of college, was getting divorced, and he joined a church that was very, very, very extreme. And I would say a weaponized version of religion, like very extreme.
Mm-hmm.
And I was incredibly worried for him. But he was very, very, very smart. And so he had done all this reading. He had kind of prepared himself for every possible counter argument. And I was like, well, I got to stock up on some materials here. So I bought all these books and like Bertrand Russell and this, and this. And we would have these long debates, and I'm trying to kind of prevent him from being weaponized in this church, because he was like the heir apparent. Like he's got a really smart guy, very intense, super aggressive in everything he did. And I was very concerned, but ultimately realized that at that point in time, he had no safety net. He was going through this horrible divorce. His life was falling apart. His family was having all these problems, meaning his family of origin. And I was like, I think if this gets taken away, I'm not even convinced I can take it away, but if I were to be able to take it away, then what? And I was like, I'm not willing to. I would rather him roll the dice with this particular church than have on my conscience that he killed himself or something horrible happened. But from that point forward, I had this really bad taste in my mouth. And so I had really strong conviction around not necessarily atheism, but like hyper skepticism, which I think I still have, and it's served me well. But after some of these psychedelic experiences, and also just frankly, after spending time with some of these indigenous groups, with the recognition that like some of these groups also use what we might consider like stage magic, right?